welcome to Bert Eats Hops, the show where I eat hops because epic mealtime is too scared to. Today, I review Moose Drool Brown Ale from Big Sky. Then, I eat Moose Drool. Yes, you heard correctly, I'm going to eat beer. First, let's drink. Moose Drool from Big Sky Brewing is a traditional brown ale that comes in at 5.1 ABV and 26 IBUs and is available year-round from Big Sky Brewing. Now this one I poured a little while ago so it could warm up, and that way I can pick up some more aromas and really see what's going on with this beer. We're going to give it a little swish here and take a sniff. It's very pleasant, a little sweet, kind of caramely with some chocolatey undertones. A very, very mild and pleasant aroma. This is one of those beers I could smell all day long. But what's the fun in smelling? Let's give it a try. Very mild. I get a lot of caramely notes, a hint of back sweetness, and no raw hoppy or bitterness to it. It's got a very smooth kind of caramely finish. This is a fantastic brown ale, probably one of my absolute favorite brown ales, and this is definitely a great porch beer. Well, now that we've given it a try, it's time to eat. Well, I put together the Moose Drool recipe. This is not the official recipe from Big Sky. This is a recipe I found on brew365.com. I'll post the link to that recipe in the credits at the end of the video. This recipe contains the following ingredients. I've got the ingredients here. I don't know if you can read them real clearly or not. I don't have the best handwriting, but here they are. I've got raw 2-row pale malt, Cara Munich 3, which is a substitute for Crystal 60. I've got Cara Red, which is a substitute for Crystal 20. Next is Cara Pills. I've got some flaked oats, some chocolate malt, some Carafa 3, which is a substitute for Black Patent malt. Hops, we've got East Kent Goldings, Liberty, and Willamette hops. And the Brew 365 recipe calls for the White Labs, the WLP dry English ale yeast. I'm not going to waste a vial of liquid yeast, so I'm going to go with the dry yeast. I'm using Safe Ale SO4, which is a dry ale yeast. So that's going to be my substitute. It's going to be a little easier to deal with than a liquid vial. So I'm going to go ahead and mix my ingredients together in my glass here. Try not to waste anything, which I'm not doing a very good job here. Kind of see if there's an easier way to do this here. I'm making a mess everywhere of grains. Alright, so we've got some grains there. We'll clean some of this up. Don't want to miss out on any of the good stuff here. We'll add the rest of our grains, hops, and yeast. So there we go. We got some more grains there. Let's mix in. I'm going to pull my hop pellets. I'm going to make sure I kind of grind those up with my fingers a little bit, and we'll save the yeast. Here we go. We'll add the chocolate malt and the Black Patent malt. All right, let's get our hops in here. They're really not grinding up well, so let's do it this way. We're going to kind of smash these guys up a little bit here. There we go. There. Sprinkle those hops in there. All right. That's some Liberty. Let's get those Willamettes. And the East Kents. Get those nice and mashed up. And we'll get those added in. There's got to be a better way to do this here. Get all those down into the corner. We'll dump those in. Well, you can really smell them when they're mashed up. All right, and last but not least, let's get our yeast. And we'll have to cut this one open. All right. There we go. Now, I'm not going to use the whole packet. I'm not that crazy. We are just going to sprinkle a little bit on top. There we go. All right. And let's give it a good shake. Cheers. Oh. Very crunchy. A lot going on here. This isn't actually terrible. It's almost like eating dry cereal. Starting to get some hop coming through. A little bitterness. Definitely get it in the back of my throat. I get some of the bitterness from the Carafa 3 and the chocolate malt. The flake oats and the yeast are kind of sucking moisture out of my mouth. And some of the harder grains, like the Munich 3 is pretty hard, so it's a little tougher to chew. But I can definitely say that this is a much better product than eating the raw ingredients. While it's not completely terrible, it's not nearly as good as the real thing. Just more moisture in my mouth here. Oh, there we go. Wow. Really dried me out. So that's it. Not the worst idea I've had, and certainly better than eating hops by themselves. You know, you get some of the grain taste, you definitely get some of the chocolate Carafa coming through. The Carapils and 2-row are fairly light, you know, and the Cara Red, Munich 3, got a little bit of flavor in there, a little caramely stuff going on. You get a little bit of the hops. I think if I would have used more, it probably would have been absolutely terrible. I'm pretty sure I didn't taste the yeast. I could be wrong. My stomach will tell me later. So anyway, that's it for this week, guys. Thanks for joining me on Bert Eats Hops. I want to give a shout out to ZZ Hops Home Brewing Club here in Kansas City. I am the new president of the club. If you're in the Kansas City area, come check us out. Third Tuesday of the month, 7:30 p.m., Lake Lotawana Sportsman's Club. I look forward to seeing you guys out there. Also, I want to give a shout out to Grains and Taps. That's where I film these episodes every week. You know, stop by, come have a beer. If you're a home brewer, I got your supplies. If you're not, let's talk about home brewing. Make sure you follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at KC Brew Explorer, and that'll show up on the bottom of your screen. You know, give me a follow. I'll give you a shout out. You know, let's talk. More than happy to answer questions about beer and home brewing. This week, I want to issue a few challenges out. I want to challenge the president and CEO of Duvel Mortgott USA, Simon Thorpe. Simon, I know we met a couple weeks ago, and you agreed to eat hops with me, so it's time to make that happen. I'd also like to challenge Abby Eden of Fox 4 KC. Let's eat some hops. And last but not least, old Uncle Lotzie over at 96.5 The Buzz. Get in touch. Let's do this thing. Guys, thanks again for watching, and we'll see you next time. Cheers.